We have some breaking news. A New York Times article referencing a strike on a naval base besides the Iranian school. It states a newly released video adds to the evidence that an American missile likely hit an Iranian elementary school where 175 people, many of them children, were reported killed. The video uploaded on Sunday by Iran's semi-official Mehr news agency and verified by the New York Times shows a Tomahawk cruise missile striking a naval base beside the school in the town of Menab on February 28th. The U.S. military is the only force involved in the conflict that uses Tomahawk missiles. A body of evidence assembled by the Times, including satellite imagery, social media posts, and other verified videos, indicates that the Shajara Tayyibeh elementary school building was severely damaged by a precision strike that occurred at the same time as attacks on the naval base. The base is operated by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Asked by a reporter from the Times on Saturday if the United States had bombed the school, President Trump said, "No, in my opinion, and based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran." He said, quote, "They're very inaccurate, as you know, with their munitions." Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who was standing beside Mr. Trump, said the Pentagon was investigating, but the only side that targets civilians is Iran. So my question is, why would Iran attack its own school? That's the part, or attack its own base. That's the part that is standing out to me. And the other thing that's standing out to me is that the United States is the only one that possesses that missile.
The facts aren't facting.
Show ain't. Y'all, this is just yet another thing that could have been avoided. Now we are in a war that is killing civilians, children. It all could have been avoided. I'm sitting here reading this. I'm sitting here reading this and I'm getting it at the same time y'all are. So I'm just really at a loss of words as to why we are even in this war, let alone conducting strikes and killing children. Because the thing about Tomahawk missiles is that they're pretty fucking accurate. You're not missing when you use that. So that's not even an excuse that the president and the secretary of defense can use. You're not missing when you use a Tomahawk missile. The article went on to say the video of the strike, which was first reported by the research collective Bellingcat, was independently verified by the Times. We compared features visible in the footage to new satellite imagery captured days after the strikes in Manab. The video was filmed from a construction site opposite the base and shows a worn dirt path across a grassy area and piles of debris, also evident in recent satellite imagery, bolstering its credibility. The video also comports with other verified videos taken in the immediate aftermath of the strikes. A Times analysis of the video shows the missile striking a building described as a medical clinic in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps base. Plumes of smoke and debris shoot out of the building after it is hit as the distant screams of onlookers are heard. That's infuriating. Peace, president, huh? No new wars, huh? Yeah, right. Y'all, we have to ask ourselves, how much is too much? How much are we going to tolerate from this administration. And we already know that the Republicans on the Hill, they're not going to react. They're not going to react to this. They're not going to impeach him for this. Although they very well should. Because killing children, you can't get no lower than that. I'm in this article. They described the missile. I wanna describe it for y'all. Now I know about it, so I just want y'all to know about it. The Times has identified the weapon seen in the video as a Tomahawk cruise missile, a weapon that neither the Israeli military nor the Iranian military have. Dozens of Tomahawks have been launched by U.S. Navy warships into Iran since February 28th, when the U.S. Israeli attack on Iran began. U.S. Central Command said the video it released of several Tomahawks being launched from Navy ships was filmed on February 28th, the day the Iranian base and school were hit. The Defense Department describes Tomahawks as long-range, highly accurate guided missiles that can fly about 1,000 miles. Each Tomahawk is about 20 feet long and has a wingspan of 8.5 feet. According to the Navy, the most commonly used Tomahawks have warheads that contain the explosive powder of about 300 pounds of TNT. But Kamala laughed too much. But Kamala wasn't where I wanted her to be for on Gaza. What's the difference? Now Trump is actively working with Israel and they are doing shit like this. So now what? Every American should be angry about this because none of us, literally none of us, want this war. And if anyone is still defending him at this point, then they're a lost cause. We don't even need to worry about him. But what we have to do is remember this November. These children that are now dead because of this war. We need to remember every time we go to the gas station and fill up our cars, the $4 a gallon gas that he has brought on by doing this pointless war. He did that. Somebody needs to take those stickers and go and put them everywhere because we need to remind people exactly who did this. Because now everything about to go up. Not only gas. Think about everything that uses gas. It's all about to go up. So food, produce, whatever. I'm sorry, this is not our normal, very polished video, but I just wanted to get this out for y'all as quick as possible because I feel like everyone needs to see this. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'm Cameron Williams. This is Pragmotiv News. I'll see y'all next time.